Hello and welcome to the next episode of the Quickfire tutorial series. In this episode, I'll be going over refueling stations, maintenance stations, and also supply and ammo stations, as well as planet side, how that works, and dealing with automated orders and assisting in refueling and supplying ships outside of the fleet. So, let's get right into it. So, as I went over in the previous episode, I have a refueling station here. It has a refueling hub, which is important, and 40 million liters of fuel, and it's designated as a tanker. These are important things because one, fuel capacity, two, tanker so people can refuel from it, and three, a refueling hub. You cannot automate people to refuel from a refueling system, but you can have them refuel from a refueling hub that will allow them to refuel simultaneously. And this also works the same for ordnance transfer systems. So ordnance transfer hub, which is designed for a station, 100,000 tons, ordnance transfer system, and also maintenance. In terms of maintenance storage, it works a little bit differently. So for maintenance storage, this isn't a station, but it's the same idea. You have modules that provide a certain capability of supporting ships up to that size. So that's the total size of the fleet they can support. So 31,250 tons. You need to designate it as a supply ship. You need to give it maintenance storage bay, so 40,000, for example. And this will allow you to maintain ships that are not a part of the fleet and they're in orbit, and it will generally support other vessels around itself. It will draw from the MSP it has in reserve, and if you run out of MSP, you'll not be able to continue supplying your vessels. Okay, now that we've got the ship-based systems out of the way, let's talk a little bit about the ground-based and the strategic value. So the first thing is we're going to be looking at the counterparts. So we have ordnance transfer. We have an ordnance transfer station, and that will allow transfer from planet side to orbit of ordnance. We have maintenance facility that will produce MSP, and then you can transport MSP, or and it will be used in the maintenance facilities. How it works is if you have, for example, 300,000 tons capable of supporting, you can support a fleet of up to 300,000 tons. It's not for the maximum ship size, it's for the entire fleet. Refueling stations that will allow you to refuel and create fuel depots and various other things. So now, what is the benefit of refueling stations, ordnance stations, all that stuff? Well, one, in this system, I have a refueling station, and over here I have survey fleet, survey fleet, survey fleet, for example, and this station allows me to have them ultimately come back to that instead of Earth, so I'm much more quicker and efficiently getting my survey fleets back out into where they need to be going from. It also allows me to set up extended fleet deployments. So, for example, I have a military fleet here, and they go from Earth, refuel here, then move here, then move here, and they've gotten to where they need to go. This is the same with the ordnance, same with maintenance facilities, allows you to support fleets outside of Sol, allows you to set up armory worlds where you can load ammo from different worlds where you have your stockpiles, etc. Okay, now I'm going to go over orders and how they work in particular for them. So, the first thing you'll notice is that you can only do it from hubs. So, all A means all systems, so they'll try to refuel at the nearest colony in all systems, while S means they will only try to refuel from the colony or do things in system in regards to that order. Sorry about that. Excuse me. So that's very, very useful. So they will refuel at the colony or nearest hub, so you can also put refueling stations on the colonies, etc. And various other things. Supply points, you can have them resupport at the supply hub, etc. Those are the orders surrounding them and getting refueling and ordnance stuff to get properly sorted out in space and where stuff needs to be going. So yeah, that is the general overview of their strategic military importance, how they work, the systems around them, and various other things. I hope you did enjoy this episode, and we'll meet back next episode. I currently have a second episode of Ship Combat in the work, and I also have more episodes regarding quick things like this that are requested by viewers. And we also did just hit 100 subscribers, so let's try and keep going for more, as the support has been really, really great so far, and people seem to be really enjoying the series. Let me know how you like the video, and if I need to clarify anything or anything needs to be clarified on, or if I made a mistake, in which case I'll notify it. Please like and subscribe, and hope to see you next time. Goodbye.